Hi fam, I'm Antonia. Thank you for being here. If you would like to win a free reading in the month of March, I'm going to be choosing 2 winners like I do every month. Leave me a comment below your video. Let me know that you have subscribed and I will announce winners at the very end of the month. Make sure that you pay attention to comment back to you. That's how I'm going to announce winners at the end of March. I am also available in March for readings, healing sessions, and custom candles. I will have availability after 5th. So if that's something that you would like to book with me, check out our website, urbansoulguru.com. I'll have that link in the description box below. Now let's jump in to your 18 horoscopes. Hi Pisces. Let's see what's in store for Pisces and 19. We're going to start with your general overview. I'm going to follow that with your love spread. Okay, I'll have timestamps down below if you'd like to jump to one or the other. Pisces, coming into your general overview, I'm channeling that it's the perfect time for energy work. So for some of you, it's the perfect time to get some energy work done. But for so many of you, Pisces, it's the perfect time to launch that business, that energy business, that healing business, or holistic business, because Pisces are phenomenal healers. So if that applies to you, major green light. I know it is Mercury retrograde, so you may want to slow down a little bit in terms of new commitments. Hold off until, but if this is something you've had in the works for a while, go, go, go. Do it in March, launch it in March. It will be so blessed for you, Pisces. Let's see what else is in store. General overview for Pisces. Falling in some big relationships, aren't you? How about the current relationships? I know this isn't a love reading, but love will often come through, and that's the dominant energy in the general. Big love, faded love. But for those of you already in committed relationships, it's like better than ever, right? Are you having fun with your partner? I'm also feeling, okay, I'm channeling a couple of things with this. I feel like some of you have had to cut ties with friends or family members that you sort of had a friendship with that had just proven to be toxic, or you outgrew each other. But now it's like you're out of the woods with that. New people, better people for you, more compatible people from love, friendships, those family ties, right? Because family isn't necessarily just blood relatives. We attract a lot of people to us that can and will be family, feel like family, okay? Those kinds of people are showing up for you now. It's very soulmate oriented, but it's higher vibing, okay? It's not the fleeting, I'm going to show up and hit you with some tough karma and then be on my way kind of soulmate. It's a different kind of energy here. But it does look like you've had some endings, Pisces. So sitting at the center of your reading, Spirit's still trying to talk you through this. Make sure you're making time to meditate, to quiet your minds. I'm feeling like your environment might be too loud. TVs are too loud, music is too loud, traffic is too loud. There's something that's throwing your energy a little off, and it distracts you from being able to channel messages clearly. Now, Pisces, you're a water sign, but Pisces in particular, you are so clairvoyant. You are so intuitive. If you're feeling like you're not connecting with the kind of depth that you're used to, that is your norm, there's something in your environment that you need to either get rid of, you consider moving. You may have really intense neighbors and you can't sleep. There's something big in your environment for a lot of Pisces right now. It's bothering you. It's interfering with, again, your messages from spirit. It's interfering with your peace of mind, peace of home. It's interfering with your creative projects, okay? But I do see you taking steps to resolve this. I also think the relationship card, you see this? They're coming out of the woods. It's like you're past the hardest part. You're coming and you're stepping into the light and you're stepping into more peace. I'm really feeling that message for Pisces. You are stepping into more peace. So make sure, even if you have to go somewhere else, even if you have to go rent an Airbnb once a week or something, go to your favorite park, whatever it is, if you have to step out of your home to get peace. I know that's not ideal, but you have to be, you have to make space to connect right now, because there are messages coming in that are very important for you. They're coming through in March. They're going to help you move forward with your life in the few months ahead, but you you need to make the time and space for it. Spirit is trying to talk to you, and there's a disconnect right now. But I'm really feeling for some of you, there's something or somebody in your environment. It's just a distraction. I'm hearing loud TVs, a lot of noise. Okay. So you got to quiet all that down, tone all that down, find your peace. Even if you have to work at it this month, it'll be worthwhile. Opportunity to forgive follows the message of listening and peace. I really think that whatever is not peaceful, you have already taken steps to resolve. So you'd be kicking somebody out of the house. Maybe you're cutting ties with a roommate that just is not a peaceful person to live with. This could be a romantic partner. This could be a business partner. But I do see something ending. It's okay. I know it takes a lot of strength and a lot of energy. You'd be distracted because of the ending. It's not just that there's all this noise and craziness in the environment. You'd be in the aftermath. It'd be that the room's empty and now you have to fill it so that you can pay your rent. But I do see you being kind of distracted by whatever that situation is. But I see you resolving. It's an opportunity to forgive now, okay? So whatever that means for you, Pisces, especially with relationships and situations that have ended, understand that there's something better on the back end of it for you. I see that coming through. I see something coming through for you later in you. And maybe a date I'm getting for you. Actually, this is what I'm getting for you. If you had an ending, I see some sort of breakthrough with it around 14th. So that's mid-month to like the 28th. So the retrograde, even though it's slowing things down, may be the blessing that helps you get that peace back, that helps you forgive and accept how things ended in whatever situation has showed up for you that needed to end. And it winds up actually really working in your favor. So don't be too mad at this Mercury retrograde. There are always blessings in retrogrades. I know there's also a lot of fear and people get really worked up about it. I'm a Gemini, okay? Gemini sun, I'm a Pisces moon. But as a Gemini sun, I mean, come on, retrogrades can be kind of brutal for Gems and Virgos. But you know what? There are so many blessings. I've had so many positive, life-changing things happen during retrogrades. But sometimes I've had to consciously say, okay, instead of getting worked up about the chaos and the slowdown and being irritated, how can I sit here and regroup, find peace? What blessings are showing up too? I promise you there are blessings this month. It's just the same message. Clarifying relationship is cleanse and detox. You've cut ties. You're about to cut ties. Something needs to end. It didn't work out the way you wanted. It's okay. It's okay. It might not feel okay right now, Pisces. But to be honest with you, the energy that I'm getting from Pisces is really, it's like you're on a mission. It's like you don't feel like victim or sad. You're just like, I did what I needed to do. It is what it is. Apologies. Like I'll stop in light. I'll do it with compassion, but it is what it is. Okay? So be really proud of yourself. The universe is really proud of you for having that courage, for having that confidence, ultimately for having that self-love, right? To have high standards, healthier boundaries, and for maybe taking on some of the burden, having to now transition into newer relationships. For example, you kick out a bad roommate, but now it's a burden for you because now you have this full rent that you need to be able to pay. And now you need to interview other people before you commit to having them take that space. So whatever. Pisces, you can handle it. You're doing a really good job. Again, rewarding yourself, clarifying, listen. It's like, you knew things were chaotic. You knew things were a little toxic, right? You've heard that message though. I just want you to know that Spirit is telling you that you've done a phenomenal job. Reward yourself. Reward yourself with something that's peaceful. Reward yourself with peace. That be the reward that has already showed up. Wow, I don't have anybody crazy living in the house anymore. This is really awesome energy, but really enjoy that. Okay. You've done a really good job. You guys have been working really hard lately. So opportunity to forgive. There are two cards that pop now. Opportunity to forgive. There's a fated new partner and a divinely inspired idea. This could be in love, but I'm feeling for the majority of you, we're not into love quite yet. This has to do with work. Something didn't work out the way you wanted it to with a deal, with launching a creative project, okay? Fated new partner. Can and will come. It may be the fated new partner that made an introduction and you thought you were going to get some sort of deal out of it and that introduction fell through. Just keep it moving, okay? try not to commit to too much in unless this is something you've already launched and it's a deal you've already thought through and looked over before the retrograde. Otherwise, wait until the beginning of roll. But there's still fate here. There's fate surrounding this whole project. And so what Spirit's asking you to do is to not get caught up on situations, meetings, deals, things that fall through right now. You're headed in the right direction. This person is still fated. Everything about this is still fated, but you have to meet the right partner, right? You have this partner that's fated, this new partner that's fated, but they may be introducing you to new people and those investors, whatever that other scenario is. You just need to wait until the time is right, until it's the right person who shows up. And because you have to kind of wait for the other person's, out of free will for them to show up, you get a little frustrated. Try not to. You got to keep things positive because actually you're making tons of progress. You may not even realize how much progress has been made already before you get into the month of March. But especially once you get through April, you're going to be able to look back and say, oh, wait a minute. I understand why we had some delays. I understand why that thing didn't work out. Wow, I'm in such a good place now. You got to trust that this month, okay? Just get back to that place of peace. If there's one message, it's that. Change in direction is crowning your reading. I mean, Pisces, I'm getting a move, a physical move. This could be a new family member that you're talking about. You may have moved. So the burden that you've taken on isn't necessarily kicking somebody out of your place, but maybe you just had to get out of an unhealthy and a toxic environment. And so it's stressful. Now you're applying to new apartments, the paperwork, whatever, the money that you need up front to get the approval to move in. You've taken it on, but there's success here. This is very blessed. That's why take the time to forgive and let go of the things that were challenging, that are challenging, especially at the beginning of the month, because this all works out for you. Bottom of the deck, we have life purpose, we have play, we have confidence, okay? So you have these beautiful cards here, especially though, look at how much fate is here for you, Pisces. Okay, so something doesn't work out. You just have to trust that there's better timing, a better situation. You are in alignment, not just with your life purpose, but you're in alignment with some really fated people, a fated idea, a fated business, a creative project. Again, I came into this reading channeling energy work for you. So your life purpose be in alignment with doing energy work and helping other people or healing other people in some form, okay? It's all in the works and it is heading in the right direction. Handle any kind of slowdown this month peacefully, like really appreciate it. Focus on the little bit of break you get with work. Focus that on the transitions in, where you live. I'm getting this really strongly. A lot of Pisces are moving in the month of March. This could also be a career transition, okay? And as you are aligning with this life purpose and the fated new partner steps in and the fated idea and creative project comes through, you have to, it's an opportunity. You don't have to, but I would suggest that you do. It's an opportunity for you to forgive the old career, the old path, the old experience. Just make your peace with it. You're stepping into a new phase of life, and this is incredibly positive, okay? Pisces, let's jump into love. This is really beautiful energy. I really see the retrograde working in your favor for what it's worth. Mercury retrograde, I see that working in your favor. Even if it doesn't feel like that at first, you're going to look back at this month at the end of it or the first, few days of roll, and you're going to be like, wow, all of that needed to happen. I needed that break. I needed that clarity. Okay. So stay very positive because this is really good energy for you in the month ahead. Okay. Pisces in love. Pisces in love for March. Well, Pisces. Ooh, getting this like really playful, fun energy around love for you. Really fun energy. Like you're traveling, you're hanging out in the playground, even though you're grown. Like just silly fun, like a lot of laughter. Inside jokes. It's like laughing until you cry energy. And that's not really brand new for you anymore, Pisces. I feel like this came through last month for so many of you, but if it hasn't, it's showing up very soon. It's that laughter. Don't you want that? What I'm getting, and this is only going to apply to a few of you, but I'm channeling this message. Don't you want that back? Don't you want that fun? Don't you want that laughter back with your current partner? Don't you want to start over? Don't you want to move into a phase where you guys are having fun? Remember how it used to be? What I'm getting is if you affirm to universe, yeah, okay, I do want to work on this. To I do want to see something healed in this relationship and get back to those really fun, beautiful times we used to have. If you affirm that to universe, you're going to get the divine help come through this month. But you also have to communicate that to your partner. I will say, we've got some red flags sitting at the center of this. So yeah, there may be something you're feeling something's a little off with the partner. Don't ignore that. I feel like for those of you in committed relationships, it's not as big of a deal as it may seem. Somebody's working late and you're thinking the worst, and they really are just working late, but they're also not prioritizing your relationship right now. It's more that, you guys need to regroup so that you guys, and that you and your relationship becomes the priority again, or at least one of the top priorities. But it's not that they're staying late and working and they're having an affair or something. It's not as bad as it seems. There's more innocence there, but there is something. So if something's feeling off, address it. For those of you who are single, you have some people showing up. You probably have more than one person showing up, Pisces. For Pisces, I'm getting two. I feel like you have two potential partners that are already in the mix or are about to be in the mix. One of them is showing you red flags. Be very careful. It may be the first of the two that shows up. So you see the red flags, you distance yourself a little bit. The one who's worth waiting for comes through after that. I see all of this. I'm talking like this month soon. This isn't within the next few months. This feels very, very, very close to you. You may have already met these two people, okay? Last month, you already called in a few new partners and options. Somebody is showing you some red flags, huh? It's okay, because somebody isn't. And so anybody who's not of the highest fit to be in your life anymore, Pisces, they're showing you that. And it's okay to trust that and move on. You have better relationships, more intact relationships, and bigger love here showing up. So very soon is being clarified by finances and career. Again, I really feel like for some of you, this message that I'm getting with pay attention to the red flags, it's not that somebody's working late because they're cheating or something like that. It might feel like that's the case, but that's not actually the case. They're not making things a priority. Very soon you're going to have to address that, okay? Because you do need to be spending more time. Pisces, this could be you. Your partner be thinking the worst, and you're like, I'm just working hard. I'm working on whatever this project is, this thing I want to launch, this divinely guided, with all this fate around it, and then this deal fell through, and now I'm trying to scramble and open new doors. Don't scramble for anything. Everything that's meant to come to you is already on its way. You continue that high level work ethic, but don't scramble. There's no desperation. You don't need that because the blessings are already showing up. But I see career sort of negatively impacting love life, especially for those of you who are already in committed relationships. Just make sure if you're the one who's working too much, you reprioritize everything, and you make sure that if you really love this person, the love of your life, that they're at the top of that list with you. It's okay to balance. There are times you have to say, look, I have to work. I have a lot on my plate and I have to get this done. That's okay. Your partner will accept that and appreciates that. But if you want to nurture love, you have to make sure, you're investing enough time into it as well. Okay. But don't be afraid to communicate that with your partner. If you feel like somebody's working a little too much, don't jump to conclusions or anything. Just communicate. You'll get clarity. I really don't think anybody's hiding anything from you, Pisces. I think this love is way better than that. But I will say this, pay attention to red flags, control issues. Pisces, especially for those of you that are single, this could apply to some of you that you're in relationships, but like you have one foot out the door maybe. The red flag is that somebody is controlling. That is not the direction you want to go in. I do see for some of you that are coupled, this isn't everybody, okay? This is a few of you. You're in a relationship and you have one foot out the door. You kind of want to get out of the relationship because the red flags, the control issues, they're in abundance. And you know that this is a legit issue. And maybe somebody else has kind of already showed up and you want to entertain that, and it's just a better love. It's a safer love. Control issues, red flags, they're not coming up. It's a different experience. I would say to you, Pisces, for those of you in that kind of scenario or that kind of dynamic, close one door before you open another, because you can start the new relationship with the karma of your choosing. If you start the new relationship while you're still in one, or you're even entertaining a new relationship while you still haven't broken up and separated from somebody else, it's not like going to destroy the new relationship, but it will create some challenging karmic stuff that you're going to have to deal with probably the first couple months of a new relationship. To avoid having to do that, do it the right way, close the door, have that conversation, let go of anybody who's controlling. Red flags are showing up, single or couple, you got to pay attention to them this month. Communicate and address them. But if you are thinking of leaving, I do see somebody really, really beautiful for you, Pisces, showing up, especially if you are going through some sort of separation or if you're thinking of it. But I'm seeing for the majority of you, if you're single, that's a new person coming in very soon. If you're coupled, what is showing up very soon is the opportunity to address the partner, or the partner will take the opportunity to address you, that you need to kind of regroup and make sure that work isn't the only thing that has your attention, that work isn't the only thing that has their attention, and that you get back to having fun. Because I go into your love reading like, what is this red flag and this control issue energy? I'm being shown, Spirit's showing me playfulness, like fun, parks, silliness. Again, I think that comes through with the new partner. If you're not getting the fun, silliness, and it's controlling, and it's too serious, and it's like red flag after red flag, they just gotta go. You just have somebody bigger and better. I see you having so much fun with somebody, Pisces. And this is the good news. For those of you in a relationship where work has been distracting either you or the partner, I see that being completely resolved in March, and you get back to that playful space, okay? That playful dynamic. You really are best friends. You know that you're with the soulmate partner, especially if you've been together for quite some time now, okay? It's worth investing in your relationship. It's also worth having those conversations. I see a quick resolution. I see somebody really feeling bad that, oh my God, you kind of felt a little abandoned because it's working too much. I see it, and you might be feeling a little bad, but it's like so sweet. It's out of love. It's like, I don't want to make you feel like that. Okay, let me just change this overnight because, you know, our love is so important. But I will say this, worth waiting for. Clarify by free yourself. It is worthwhile to be detaching from anybody, again, where the red flags are showing up, the control issues have shown up, whether you're still with that person or you've more recently separated from somebody. You needed to. This is an affirmation of yes. Why? Because very soon you get this beautiful human who could be really game-changing for you. It's a different experience. The new person is not controlling. The new person that is of your highest good to be in your life, that person is not controlling. You're not getting red flags, a weird feeling in the pit of your stomach. Pisces, I'll say this too. For those of you who are maybe dating a few people right now, you're kind of feeling, you know, out some options. When that person leaves you, how do you feel? Immediately after the door is closed, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel like, do you feel peaceful? Or are you automatic like, oh God, I just don't feel good, like, you know, sort of abandonment issues, or just something in your gut that just feels off every time? Those are the red flags you want to pay attention to. Something's off in those kinds of situations. That really might not be somebody who's meant to stay in your life. Yeah, you guys just had some karmic stuff showing up. But I will say this, the degree of difficult karma showing up will depend on how you react to your situation now and what choices you make. So again, moving forward with a new partner, before you cut ties with the old one, you will deal with harder karmic issues. Some things will just energetically resolve themselves by closing all doors before opening new ones. Does that make sense, Pisces? This is true for your partner as well. This could go both ways. If you wind up meeting somebody who's like, oh, I'm kind of just getting out of a relationship now, but it's not official, have them close their doors before they open something and start something new with you. It's really important for the success of your relationship. Okay, here's this fun, awesome energy that I'm channeling. Bottom of the deck, this is still here. For those of you who are in committed relationships, this energy is still here. You just need to travel and reconnect. Stay optimistic. healthy, positive, beautiful thoughts. But it's this where I'm getting that playful energy. You be traveling with your partner to reconnect. It's not like an actual honeymoon. For some of you it could be, but I'm not really feeling actual honeymoon. But I'm like, I'm getting this energy of you're traveling and you're just like running on the beach together, or you're playing games and it's athletic, or you're in a park and you're swinging really high and like jumping off the swings. Yeah, you're grown and you don't care. You like rekindle that silly playfulness. Pisces, I promise you, it is still here. If someone's working too much, they still love you. They're not cheating on you. I don't see you doing that to anybody else. But make sure if someone approaches you and says, you've been working too much, I need your time and attention again, make sure you make some time to really get away with them. Do what you can, okay, to get away, to have this little vacation of sorts and just regroup. It'll do so much good for your relationship. I will also say this. Mercury retrograde, when things slow down a little bit, karmic issues can come up, okay? So past issues, past people be showing up. Try not to get sucked into illusions that exes are going to maybe trying to fool you with. That everything's great now, just drop the new partner, run back to them, everything's good. They'll give you the world. Pisces, I don't see anybody giving you the world except for you doing it for yourself. You don't need anybody to give you that. You're powerful, you're intuitive, you get things done, you have beautiful successes coming through, okay? Don't buy into those stories right now. The one who's of the highest good to stay, that love that you really should allow and that you should nurture, is somebody who really makes you feel safe and content, okay? Anybody that has you walking on eggshells, anybody showing up and trying to control your life, they have got to go. But I am seeing this X energy, an X that was controlling that person, maybe the one trying to come back, and it may start to overwhelm all that playful, positive energy that I'm actually really feeling around your current relationships or potential relationships coming in. It might like dominate that energy somehow, but only if you let it, okay? You decide what experience you want to have. You have control over this. They don't. Just be conscious. Some people are going to try to come back because you still have some karmic lessons maybe to work through with them, but it doesn't require you to step into old relationships to work through old karmas, okay? You can do that on your own. You guys are such skilled healers and energy workers. Be doing energy work this, right? It's really going to benefit your career. It's going to benefit your health and your peace of mind, and it's going to benefit your love life. Pisces, the person worth waiting for is literally right around the corner. Don't sacrifice this energy for old stuff showing up. It'll be a karmic month for you. It could get a little difficult at times, but there's more positivity here than anything else. Pisces, I love you guys. Thank you so much for connecting with me on the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I will be back 15th for your love reading for the second half of the month. We'll touch base on all of this. I am also available for individual readings, healing work, custom healing candles. Check out my website, urbansoulguru.com. The link is in the description box below. I am sending you so much love and so much light. I'll see you back here soon.